Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. 180.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare, flare, flare.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the double. 451. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Kennedy. Jordan Reed has it. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kennedy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch
Hey,
that.
57, 57.
Hey, we got 4. We got blue. 24 is the mic. Blue Dan. 24 is the mic.
Guys, right.
They run it with Carson. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mahomes now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Yellow.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Fight on these two.
Kill.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. Given 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Kennedy. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the
That's caught inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 56 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
At the 3-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
To throw from his end zone. Kennedy. He's going to wind up and air it out. It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
On 1st down, Kennedy. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on third down, Kennedy. That's going to be caught by Reed for an Oakland touchdown. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
You got motion there right there. Mike 50, Mike 50. Cross the pass. Here we go.
To throw on second down, Kennedy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kennedy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yellow, 180.
I'm trying to collect.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action. Kennedy. The open man here, Renfro. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kennedy. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
This is Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half.
It's caught inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun. Kennedy looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Kennedy escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go, buddy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw. Kennedy got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
50, Mike 50.
Get in there. Let's get in there now.
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
24 is the mic.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for Mexico City. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Attack, attack.
Safety's creeping.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Come back.
Now it's Carson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Go on, Eddie. Shoot. Hey, dribble it, dribble it.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets to him again. Clelin Ferrell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Back now in Mexico City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Back now in Mexico City as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Kennedy. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Reed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They run again with Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. The gain of 39 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Come on, D.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Touchdown.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.